Hey guys, what's up? It's Wolf Airsoft Gaming, and today we're going to be starting a new series called Airsoft on a Budget. So, an introductory to this series is basically I have so many comments on my videos. All of them are saying, you know, can you recommend me a cheap gun? Or I only have $2, help me get into the sport, or, you know, stuff like that. And it really comes down to Airsoft is not a cheap sport. It's actually very, very expensive. I cannot tell you how much money I've put into Airsoft. It is too much that I don't want to think about it. But the important part is you still can get in at an introductory price, and there are some tips to get you around some of the bigger obstacles that entry players have into the sport. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be following through this whole thing myself. So I put myself in your guys' or some of your shoes. I'm not saying that if you can't afford a Polar Star, you're poor. Not at all. I mean, $300 is an average airsoft gun, and even that is expensive. $300 is a lot of money, especially to spend on a sport. Either you don't know if you want to play it, or if maybe you don't like the gun, you're not too sure. It's a lot of money. So I'm going to show you some tips and tricks to get into the sport at a low price. So first things first, I would highly recommend that you go to your local airsoft field and either watch how the games are, or if you've seen some gameplay online and whatnot, rent if they are available, like most fields do. That's how they make most of their money, is to rent a rental gun and gear and play for the day. And if you like it, then continue on with the sport. But it's a lot different than if you've had airsoft guns and you play with backyard or with friends. It's completely different. So before you start a big investment in the airsoft world, make sure to see if you actually like the sport before you invest in it. So, number one, go to a field, either watch the games or play yourself, and rent out gear and guns, or ask to borrow them for a friend. So the second step, getting your first AEG, which is mainly what this episode is focused on. So I have looked up in 3 primary realtors. The first one being evike.com. This is the Classic Army Full Metal M15A4, and we're going to be doing this on a budget from $0 to about $130 to $140. That's the top cap limit. And a normal AEG is going to cost about $100 with a full metal gearbox. There's only one plastic gearbox that I know that I would ever recommend to anyone, and even then I would please tell you to splurge the extra $20 to get 100. With $100 you can get yourself a good gun. Anything less, you might want to wait and save up, and that's my power surging. But we'll continue with this video. So this is the first gun that I selected. This is the one that is, in my opinion, the best on this site. This is the best gun that you can get for the money. So as you can see, it's retailing for $214, and it's actually an MSRP of $280, and for whatever reason they have it on sale on $130. This is a full metal body and full metal gearbox, and it's actually an upgraded gearbox too, with a high torque motor and reinforced internals. It's something that I've never seen before for this crazy low price. So you have your full trades here. These are Armalite. However, the newest 2014 version, which is what this is, comes with the Colt trademarks and all the upgrades as the other version. So you get a full metal body gun, a long gun at this, upgraded inner barrel. It already has a tight bore barrel. It's got a high torque motor, high speed motor in it, and it also has reinforced internals as well for $130. This deal is crazy, and I don't like Evike. Put that on the record, but this gun is great. So as you can see, it has the specs on here. The FPS is in the 400s for this gun, which is impressive to see on a low price model. It's got the standard 3 firing modes, and it actually includes, or never mind, it does not include a battery or charger because this is a higher end gun meant for experienced players, but because of its price, it definitely puts it down as a beginner gun, which is absolutely fantastic. So that's the best gun that I could find at evike.com. The second site I chose is Airsoft GI. This is the second most popular realtor in Airsoft, or retailer. And this is the Valken Battle Machine, which is a very sturdy and solid gun and an excellent choice for a beginner in Airsoft. This one's dealing at the high end of the spectrum of my price range at $125, which is cheaper than some sites, but it's a polymer body gun, polymer furniture, as you're going to see with every other gun in this price range, with the exception of one that I showed you previously. And it's got a pretty standard gearbox. However, it is full metal, it has steel gears, you know, the standard features you see on high to mid-end AEGs internally, which is good. And Valken makes some pretty good products. They made my M240 Bravo I have, which is an excellent gun. And I think that for the price, this competing with the G&G Battle Machine, which retails for a bit more, it's about $140. This one is cheaper and within my price range, and I've read a lot of reviews on the gun, and it's 5 stars. This is also going to be shooting at around 360 FPS, so it's up there. However, it's not as high as 400, but depending on what your field uses, if you're going CQB or for field, it could depend on your situation. So there's a lot of other furniture here that's not Magpul, but is pretty much the exact same thing, which is nice to have on, especially a gun in this price range. And the third choice was from Airsoft Megastore, and they didn't have very many at all in the lower price range. And I picked this gun that my friend had when I got into Airsoft quite a few years ago. This is actually a polymer gearbox, polymer gun. It's got a grenade launcher that's actually a shotgun. It comes with 2 stocks, 2 magazines, 2 different handguards, 2 different rail systems. It comes with a lot of stuff. And out of 40 reviews, it's got 4.5 stars. So obviously the users like it, and it's tried and true. This one was released in 2013 with their newest version. It shoots about 280 with .2s. Again, this is a polymer gearbox, so it's an LPEG, but with $77 price tag, this definitely sets it apart from its $50 plus competitives at our $130 and $125 price range. So, overall, this is a good buy. It is the best one I could find in our price range at Airsoft Megastore, and you can shop around for other deals if you do want to get a gun for cheaper that might be higher quality, per se, something like this. If you can't find one on their site, there are bound to be some on eBay for sure. I saw a plastic gearbox. No, it was a metal gearbox, plastic body, standard JG M16. It's actually by AGM, just sold today in the last hour for, it was like $80 with shipping, so not a bad price at all. And again, that gives you the benefits of the same quality that this $125 new gun is. So definitely a good tip to start off with if you can't afford a new gun or would prefer to buy one used, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with. Just verify that it works before you buy it, or if you buy it through eBay, you have your money back guarantee, so you're protected. There are warranties, so do that and you could get a really good deal. So I've done my deal on eBay. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna buy everything from the store. So the first step, I'm gonna buy this beginner AEG, and it's actually very nice. I'm surprised. I want to buy this before the price goes back up. Because this just looks too good to be true. This is absolutely unheard of. These guns would retail for at least $200 with a full metal body and internals. With the upgraded gearbox, motor, and barrel, I've got a feeling that I'm not going to need to upgrade this at all internally. This is a very solid gun. I've watched videos on the rate of fire, And in fact, well, that's at Airsoft Mega Store. The RPS is about 20, at least 20 rounds per second with a 9.6 volt battery at over 400 FPS. Absolutely nuts. Not to mention that you have the upgraded tight bore barrel, so you're at least going to be shooting 175 to 200 feet easy with this gun. And again, it's at the price tag of 130 bucks. So I wouldn't dare to compare this as a typical buy, but this is on evike.com, the largest airsoft site in the world, so I consider it valid in my book. So I'm going to be purchasing this. I'll let you guys know how it is and if I would recommend it to a beginner. And that's going to be it for our first step of entering Airsoft on a budget with our $130 full metal body, full metal gearbox, upgraded internals, motor, and upgraded tight bore barrel, $130 gun. So if you guys have any questions or comments, I'm here to help, especially the people that are newer to Airsoft, but any questions are welcome. And that's about it. Thank you guys for your support, and I will see you in the next video.